Hey guys, this is the Sports Kid. It's Sunday, May 18th, 2025, and thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast. This week's show was a good one, as we broke down the Lions' schedule and I gave my season predictions. I'm rolling out a new episode every week, so be sure to follow and subscribe so that you don't miss them. Thanks again, and enjoy the show.
This one is gonna fly! A 3-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby! 5! End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Cade to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped! Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
This is the Sports Kid Podcast. Here is your host, the one and only Sports Kid.
What's up, Emery?
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we're here to bring you the latest on Detroit sports and more.
That is correct. Episode 17, live in the studio. We've got the Florida Panthers, Toronto Maple Leafs, Game 7, live, up ahead, tied 0-0 in the first period. This is a really good game. So, Sunday night, we've had a good weekend. Rolling into the week, got some baseball games coming up for you, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what else is new? If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. Facebook, YouTube. If you're watching, if you could share it, we appreciate it. Follow, subscribe on Spotify, Apple, wherever you like to consume your podcasts. Aside from that, we are gearing, this is episode 17. We're already starting to think about episode 20 and doing something special, right?
Yeah, so would that be...
So 3 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We're coming up with some ideas for episode 20. But yeah, other than that, that's about it right now. We do have shirts. We need to figure out how to get those out to people. Maybe some hats. Other than that, I'm kind of really looking forward to this event at the end of the month, the Detroit Sports Spectacular.
Yeah.
So that's not next weekend, but the following weekend. So looking forward to that. Other than that, that's it. Emery, what do you got for us besides that big glass of water you're slurping?
So we've got a great show for you today, and we're going to be talking about the Lions' schedule. And I thought we were going to make our record predictions, but I don't know. We're probably going to do that, and then we're going to talk about the Tigers.
For the Lions?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that too. I think we should go through. You made a prediction today. We were at a grad party. He threw out a little prediction.
Yeah. But we have to save that. We have to save it.
But I think we go through, look at the schedule, talk about each matchup, and you can give your prediction and see if it measures out to the number you threw out today.
Yeah.
And then obviously talk about the gritty Tigers.
Yeah. But first, for recent scores and updates. So the Tigers beat the Blue Jays 3-2 and now have a record of 31-16. Crazy. The first team to 30 wins. And why stop there? The New York Knicks beat the Boston Celtics in Game 6, 119-81, and move on to the next round to play the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're a pretty good team.
I'm glad to see the Knicks move on. I'm the type of guy when our team gets beat, I want to see the team that beats us advance. I don't want to get beat by the worst. I want to get beat by the best.
Yeah, no. OKC Thunder beat the Denver Nuggets, smoked them, absolutely smoked them, 123-93. They won. And they move on to the next round to play the Pacers. So,
okay.
I think they should be able to win against the Pacers.
Are we going to talk basketball at all? Because there's a couple other things going on in the NBA.
Oh, the draft?
Yeah, we want to touch on the draft after this? I think we'd start. Yeah, why don't we start after this?
We could do that next week and have an entire episode about it.
No, we don't need a whole episode about it. I'd say we get through this and then...
And these?
Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll touch on the NBA highlights. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Is that it for your recent scores and updates?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what... So the Lions, the Tigers, they won the series against the Blue Jays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a big deal. And... Well, we're going to talk about them in a bit, right? We don't want to give away too much.
Yeah, but let's open sports cards.
All right. Emery wants to rip some packs. I think we actually forgot that we had these.
No, we didn't, because we had other cards to open last week.
Did we?
Yeah, the baseball cards.
Oh, the Heritage. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that we had these, I guess. Speak for myself. What are we ripping?
Absolute junk football.
2024 Absolute Football. These are dollar store cards Emery found. So we don't have high hopes with these, but fun to rip.
We can get a Kaboom out of here. Honestly, I doubt we can because it's probably like some foreign box, like a. So in like sports places, like so there's a case hit. So every case of boxes, there's one major hit in every one. Mainly, yeah, because there's one in every one. Well, sometimes people will open until they get the case hit, and then they sell the rest of the boxes.
Yeah.
So
we got Audric Estime, Amarius Mims, Javon Barker and the rookies.
So
Cooper Kupp and Sam Hubbard.
Did you open both your packs?
Just one. You didn't even say who you had. Bunch of nobodies. You had Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Yeah, but I meant to say you had
Aaron Rodgers.
Devin Leary, Javon Bullard, Michael Penix Jr., Devon A-Chain, and Myles Garrett. Not Serge, though.
All right, who we got here? Cameron Kinchins and Xavier Leggett.
Get him out of here.
Travis Etienne Jr., Bijan Robinson, and Bryce Young.
Bunch of no-namers.
Hey, for $1 a pack, right? Was it $1.20?
25, because by inflation.
Inflation, $1.25 a pack, yep. All right, well, that was fun, nonetheless.
You know what I never realized? Is that Matthew Tkachuk isn't the captain.
You didn't, yeah, I think.
You know who is?
Who?
Oh, I'm asking you.
No. I figured you should know.
I know who
Just
it is.
a warning, because we got the game live here in the studio, watching the Panthers Maple Leafs. But I wanted to say Blue Jays, but Maple Leafs. There was a lot of Maple Leafs jerseys on at the Blue Jays game earlier. But anyway, because we have this game on live, Emery may be throwing out some random comments. We might both be doing it.
It's Alexander Barkov, okay?
Okay. Who's the goalie?
Who's the goalie?
Bobrovsky.
Got it.
Who's the Maple Leafs goalie?
I don't know.
Don't know. All right, a couple comments real quick. So my mother is tuning in. Hey, guys.
He ain't the best in the league, though, like the other guy.
And Mel Stevens from Tallahassee. Hey, guys.
I just want to say, if the Florida Panthers win, they're on a power play, but there's like 12 seconds left. If they win, I just want to say he has to buy me a Florida Panthers hat. So
Yeah, Emery made a prediction back early on in the podcast, maybe episode 2, 3.
I think it was honestly before that.
Before episode 2 or 3?
I think it was before we even did the podcast.
Maybe it was actually the beginning of the year.
But we've mentioned
But
it.
you mentioned it early on in the podcast.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the first period, 0-0. Comment coming in from Facebook. Hey, Sherman. Thanks for tuning in. All right, yeah, so Emery made a little prediction. If the Panthers win the Stanley Cup, I will buy him a Panthers hat.
And I want...
We should go to Florida and get the hat from Florida.
That's a better idea. Should have thought of that. Good deal.
No promises. I do want to go to Florida kind of, though. But we could go visit Mel Stevens. We could do a live broadcast down there.
Yeah.
Where do the Panthers play? We could go. Let's look that up. I'll look it up. Florida Panthers Arena.
Sunrise.
Amaranth. Sunrise, Florida. So let's find out where this is. Okay, north of Miami. We could go down there, just west of Fort Lauderdale. We could fly into Fort Lauderdale. I wonder if they were going to do a parade, where they do the parade at. We go to the parade and buy a hat. No, we're not that deep into it. Does sound fun though. All right, so anyway,
But to be clear, it needs to be the Stanley Cup, not just a regular.
you never even got your Dodgers World Series hat.
No, you were meant to buy me that too.
Yeah. Well, you got a Dodgers hat though. Yeah. All right,
Glorified Dodger.
I had an idea earlier. We were talking about sports cards. I didn't think that we had packs to rip. So I said, Emery, what if we talked about some of our PC, some of our collections? So I know I had this idea to look at these. This was the first kind of big vintage card that I bought. Do you want to save that one for last, or do you want to start with that one?
What big one? This or no?
That one. Yeah, this is not
Let's
vintage.
start with that.
Yeah,
Because
start
it's
with,
the start.
okay, so start with that.
So when was this? Probably 3 years ago?
Probably 3 years ago. Yep.
So like 3 years ago, we went to the card shop, or not card shop, card show in Lapeer. They do like a little one, but they don't do it anymore, I don't think. And my dad saw this card, and this was the first graded card you'd ever bought too.
Maybe. I don't know. It was the first kind of vintage nice card that I bought.
So this is a 1968 Topps. Like, should we explain what it is, kind of?
Yeah.
So there's like, I don't know, because you explain it, because I don't really know.
Well, it's a game, so it's called Topps Game.
So
Show the card.
So it's like a.
It's like
Don't we have another version?
What
This
do you
one's
mean?
all glossy.
any of
Where?
these. Open this up. So I'll look it up and we'll explain it right from
So it's like
the
a
web.
card game, kind of.
So 1964 Topps game. And so these are like playing cards. You can show
It's 68.
Okay. You said 64, I thought. So show the back of the card and they'll get the idea.
Like the back is like, it looks like that, kind of. And then like the front. Let me get someone good.
So here's a quick recap from the web. The 1968 Topps game refers to a 33-card set of baseball inserts issued by Topps as part of their 1968 baseball card series. These cards were designed to be used as part of a baseball game. The set features colored photographs of players against a white background along with a fake signature and a specific move like home run or single. The idea is you'd collect these. They were inserts in packs of cards, and you would collect these, and then you'd be able to play a game.
Wait, really?
With them, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So there's 33 total.
And
I've collected 19 out of 33. So I'm missing 14. But go ahead and show them who you were just showing. Who was that guy?
none of those guys are good. Mike McConnell.
Mike McCormick.
That's what I said.
But the first one that I got here, Emery didn't fully explain it, I don't think.
It's a Mickey Mantle.
The Mickey Mantle.
Well, here, let me. I'm good at doing close-ups.
Okay. There's a Mickey Mantle card. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty sweet. What did that grade? What is it graded at?
A 40.
Zooming in right on you. There we go. Yeah, so a 3. But it's in actually really good shape. It's just not super centered. Some of the edges are off, you know. For being from 1968, it's in pretty good shape. But we've got several other ones here.
There's better T206 cards from 1903. No, when he says it's...
I'm just saying it's not bad.
There's stains on the back.
Yeah, it's not mint, but I mean, it's a Mickey Mantle.
There's a different Mickey Mantle. Oh,
No, I do not have another Mickey Mantle. I have Al Kaline, Hank Aaron. Who else we got? Roberto Clemente. We got a bunch of them here. Yeah, these are the...
This is the only cool one.
So this is a remake that Topps did. Miguel Cabrera card. That is not from 1968. Does that have a year on it? Topps game. Let's see when that's from.
2017.
Okay, 2017. So I thought that one was cool because it's a remake of this other set.
They redid the entire set in Topps Heritage, which is the same thing that we opened up last week.
Yeah. But yeah, these are cool cards, and I do have a goal of collecting all 33 of them. Just need to get...
And then he's going to get all of them in PSA 10s.
No. Like this Hank Aaron, I think our buddy T-Shafe donated this to the cause.
Really?
Yeah, but this one's in pretty rough shape. It's hard to see there, but it's got like some stain action on there. You know, a little rough, but it's from the late 60s. I mean, to me, I kind of think that's cool. I like the rough look to them. But yeah, there's some cool cards, and just thought we would share those with y'all.
Hey, what are they called?
Topps 1968 game. So like this Mickey Mantle is a single, but it says runners advance 2 bases. So I guess if you drew this card and then played it or whatever, runners advance two bases. Depends where you got runners on. Might score a run. This Mike McCormick, the strikeout card, that would be a bummer to pull. The Hank Aaron's a single, runners advance 1 base. Al Kaline is a fly out, runner on 3rd scores. Roberto Clemente is a double, runners advance 2 bases. Tim McCarver, foul out, runners do not advance. There's a walk, a strikeout, a double play, lead runner and batter out, a ground out, a line out,
I don't
fly
think
out.
these are even a thing.
Some cool cards.
Because they're not really baseball cards. They're not even in this. This is every Topps card from 1968.
Yeah, you'd have to look at deeper than that. But yeah, there are very cool cards. Again, we're just talking about these 1968 Topps game cards that we've got collected. And then they did the remake of the 2017. And we've got the Miguel Cabrera double, runners advance 2 bases. It's like, that's cool. Like, if your face was on one of those cards, wouldn't you want to be like is there a home run?
No.
There's not?
I think Pete Rose is. We don't have Pete Rose.
No, we do not.
But he's in the Hall of Fame.
I got a pop out. We got an error. A walk. Ground out. Fly out. Line out. Strike out. Yeah. Pete Rose might be the home run card.
Is there a Babe Ruth?
No. So anyway, that is...
Wait, how do you know which ones you don't have?
So I got a little spreadsheet here that we're looking at, and I've got them all listed by number.
This is very hard to look at.
Why?
So
And then in parentheses, you got Hall of Famers. So those are the harder ones, more expensive ones to collect, but...
So like...
Mickey Mantle...
Hold on. So the ones that are yellow...
Are the ones I need. Carl Yastrzemski, Harmon Killebrew, Frank Robinson, Willie Mays, Brooks Robinson.
How do you not have Willie Mays?
Because I don't. The Hall of Fame cards are more expensive, harder to collect. Pete Rose is not. Hey, I can change this potentially.
But he's not in it.
It's not
Can
in
I
it.
have some water?
But he might be someday. Joe Torre. I will buy them. They're on eBay. Just need to get on there. Yeah, a couple comments from Linda Hill. Nice and very informative. Thank you. And then Mel says, Pete just got reinstated to be eligible for the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that was big news this week.
And Shoeless Joe Jackson right here.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Shoeless Joe Jackson. Shoeless Joe Jackson. Let's read about him. Joseph Jefferson Jackson, born in 1887, lived to 1951, nicknamed
Why
Shoeless
is
Joe,
Shoeless Joe Jackson on the Hall of Fame? Right there.
who was an American baseball outfielder who played in the MLB in the early 20th century. His .356 career batting average is the 4th highest in MLB history. Jackson is often remembered for his association with the Black Sox scandal, in which the members of the 1919 Chicago White Sox participated in a conspiracy to fix the World Series. As a result, Commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis banned Jackson from baseball after the 1920 season. During the World Series in question, Jackson had led both teams in several statistical categories and set a World Series record with 12 base hits, including, during the last game, the only home run in the World Series. Jackson's role in the scandal, banishment from the game, and exclusion from the Baseball Hall of Fame have been fiercely debated. In 2025, Commissioner Rob Manfred removed Jackson, Pete Rose, and other deceased players from the MLB's permanently ineligible list, thus lifting the ban. So that's a little quick recap. All right, here's the nickname. Do you want to read it?
Okay. In an interview published in the October 1949 edition of Sport magazine, Jackson recalled that he got his nickname during a mill game played in Greenville, South Carolina. Jackson had blisters on his foot from a new pair of cleats, which hurt so much that he took his shoes off before he was at bat. As play continued, a heckling fan noticed Jackson running to third base in his socks and shouted, "You shoeless son of a gun, you!" And the resulting nickname, Shoeless Joe, stuck with him throughout the remainder of his life.
That's awesome. I wonder what year that was. Doesn't actually say, does it? Oh, so we were talking contracts and that before, remember? Salaries?
I started this season with the Spinners for $75 a month and hit batting average of 346 to lead the South Carolina Association in batting average. Hits RBIs for 1908. In August 1908, his contract was purchased by Connie Mack of the Philadelphia Athletics for $900. Jackson immediately reported to the Athletics and made his major league debut.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
I'll give that shoeless son of a gun $900.
Ty Cobb.
Come here, boy. Give you $900. $75 a month, eh? Does that sound good, boy?
That's kind of a lot, though, back then.
Yeah.
In 1909, that was a lot.
Probably, yeah.
I know this is really off topic, but you know how much a Shirley Temple doll costed in 1930? During the middle of the Great Depression?
No.
$3. That was half of their salary.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so I just did a little inflation calculator. All right, so go ahead and read that.
So $75 in 1908 is worth $2,607 today. Yep. So now put in Shohei's contract then.
This chart is crazy. So that's a cumulative price change of 3,300%.
Hold on.
So yeah, $2,600 a month. That's not that much. If you're gonna do, we're gonna do some math here. 20 divided by 12, 173. So 2,607. It's about $15 an hour. If somebody's working full time, 40 hours a week right now, it's about $15 an hour. So that's like minimum wage at McDonald's to play baseball. But hey, he was probably also working a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we got sidetracked just slightly down the rabbit trail.
Pull up the Lions schedule.
Want to jump in the Lions schedule?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We are going to look at the Detroit.
Or wait, actually, you know what we should do? You know how I said we were going to do an update of our baseball team?
Want to give a... We need to do that in the recent scores and updates time slot. But we can do it now. We also talked about jumping into MLB, or the MLB, the NBA. Let's do a New Hope Dodgers update.
So on Monday, we lost.
Okay.
I don't know what the score was.
All right, I'm pulling it up.
It's like 8 to something.
No.
Oh. Oh, we stood no chance.
This is set to you still. Want to read it?
Wait.
Just say Monday.
On Monday, May 12th, the New Hope Dodgers lost to Squirrely Law 11-3.
Nice.
Womp, womp, womp.
It's all right. All right, let's read it from Friday.
On Friday, May 16th, the New Hope the New Hope Dodgers lost to the Temporal Athletics 15-5. Oh wait, hold on, I want to watch this. The ref guy smoked the puck probably.
Oh man.
Oh, they're getting the stretcher out.
Breaking news. Panthers Maple Leafs game back in play. Ref is
Holy cow, he got smoked. His eye is bleeding. I didn't even know that could happen.
Yeah, this does not look good. Let's kind of want to see a replay here, but the ref is down. He's on his knees.
Oh, this guy probably is like,
Yeah,
oh, no.
that's the guy that hit him for sure. They're showing this guy number 77 zoomed in on him. But yeah, this is a very graphic scene for those watching at home.
Blood all over.
Guard the children. Here we go. Here's a replay. Ooh.
Smoked with a stick right in the eye.
So the ref was up against the boards.
But
the Panthers player had his back to him. Maple Leafs dude comes in to check him. The Panthers dude gets his stick up to dodge the Maple Leafs.
That has to be a high sticking, right?
No, the ref is in play. And so when he brought his stick up to dodge the check, it basically just wiped the ref's face right off. They're taking him to the locker room, give him some stitches, bring him back out.
That's an emergency. That's not a locker room thing.
Where did it actually hit him? In the nose?
In the eye.
It took his helmet off.
He's not holding his eye. Or he's not holding his nose. He's holding his eye. The thing is on his eye.
And they're scraping, like literally shoveling the blood off the ice right now. But no, the refs are in play in hockey. I mean, that's
just part of the high sticking.
No, they're just part of the sport. There's not going to be a penalty.
So there can't be a penalty if you do anything to the ref?
I mean, intentionally, but that wasn't intentional. I'd be shocked if they do a high sticking penalty on this guy. But we'll see here in a second. We can't hear what this guy's saying, but yeah, that looked bad.
He got smoked with it.
They'll bring him back out. Come on. This is game 7. They need him.
Look at it. Jeez.
Yeah, they got ice scrapers out, just
scraping the blood ice.
Yeah, not good. But he did get back up. I mean, he's good. He's just hurting.
Okay.
All right, back to the New Hope Dodgers. What's your current record?
1-5.
Yep. 1-5. They've been struggling a little bit, to get the bats moving. Monday they got some hits though. We got 7 hits Monday.
The pitcher was.
That was good. And then Friday struggled to swing the bats a little bit. Only got 2 hits Friday. But let's talk about you. How have you been doing? You've been doing pretty decent. Looks like sorry to distract here for a second, but the refs are talking. There might be some sort of penalty on this. I guess we'll find out.
I'll read it.
Chris Rooney.
No. Let's see what they're doing here. I thought the ref was going to say something, but 2-minute major, high sticking. No, I don't think so. All right. So anyway, you've been playing pretty good. Let's look at your stats.
I've gotten 3 hits. I'm saying 3 hits. Stats might say 2, but I've hit 3 times. And I know I have.
Don't trust the stats.
I know like the stats speak for themselves, but I know I've had 3 hits.
Okay.
So I've had 3 hits. I think I've probably only struck out 3 or 4 times.
Look right here. Plate appearances.
19. How many? Where's the strikeout?
What is? We're gonna try to find the stat for on base. Where's the? We got plate appearances, hit singles, RBIs. Picked up.
There's no.
I thought there was a stat about
There's no way to.
on base percentage. I mean, on base percentage is
the biggest thing.
right. I thought there was another stat, but so I mean, here's so out of 19, your on base percentage is 684.
Yeah, pretty. It's good.
That's pretty good,
Oh, it's the second best on the team.
right? Any home runs? No.
Yeah.
How many runs? 5 runs.
Yeah. I think this is like.
Only 3 strikeouts. That's so out of 19 plate appearances, you've only been struck out 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Pretty dang good, if I don't say so myself.
But I've learned a new technique, so I'm going to be smacking them.
Yeah, watching the Tigers play today gave you some ideas. Is that right?
Yeah. Wait, what are we looking
So Emery's number 1 on the team for the least amount of strikeouts. Pretty good. What else do we got here?
Well, I'm tied.
Yeah, tied for first. On base percentage, you're number 2.
Wait, go to batting average.
Average, you are number 4. So.
But it's not counting my other hit.
I don't know. Oh, we have to use the stats here, bud. Can't just throw in extra hits.
But I had another one.
I don't know. I don't think so. This is what it is.
I had another one. And I know I did.
Stolen bases. Emery has stolen 10 bases. He's number 4 there. Yeah, he's done pretty well. Done pretty well at first base.
Yeah.
You get a couple outs to game. You've had a few outs, actually. Let's see. I think fielding. Let's look at this. Yeah, we haven't really kept up on the fielding stats.
Oh, you need that.
What is this? Total chances. Assists. Yeah, we haven't. I can start. So with this app that I'm using, it's called Game Changer. When somebody's up to bat and they hit the ball, you can tell it where the ball goes,
What it does.
who it goes to, and then if they throw it to somebody or what they do with it. So if I'm keeping track of that, that would actually help, but it's a lot of work when the game's in motion. So no, you're doing pretty good. We just you just need to get some hits, right?
Yeah. 3 is not that bad.
Out of 19.
Yeah, it's not.
19 plate appearances, you've only hit the ball 3 times.
Yeah, it's not that good. But
We're going to get some hits this week.
our team isn't either, so.
We will get some hits this week. So, yeah, just a lot of different pieces.
Go, Florida Panthers.
Breaking news, Florida Panthers first on the board. Wow. Let's see. Who was it? Showing the replay.
Take forever.
There we go. A little odd man rush, 2-on-1. Bam.
Right through his legs.
Look at that. Takes it.
Actually,
No.
was that top shelf?
Yeah.
Yep.
Blocker side. Top.
Is it going to be hot tomorrow?
Pop. Nope. Same temp as today. 50s. So
Good. I like it cold.
the team needs a little work, needs some practice. We're going to try to get out there and practice this week.
Just an incy bins.
Trying to get these boys swinging their bats, which they did Monday. Like I said, we got quite a few hits. It's just,
We mean quite a few. We mean 2.
no, Monday was 7.
Oh.
Friday was 2.
Yeah. This other team, the Diamondbacks, they had 3 home runs in their game.
There's a big gap between the skill levels between some of these teams. So it's a little interesting dynamic. But I found out like he has no 5th graders on his team.
They're just a ton of 6th graders, and this one kid's like taller than you.
Yeah.
Like the same height as you.
So we've got like 5th and 6th graders, 11, 12-year-olds.
Pretty sure he's hit like 4 or 5 home runs.
Yeah, that team is like a lot of older boys.
Just loaded.
Yeah, they're pretty good. And the team we played Friday was also
We're
decent.
just
Decent older team. So yeah, it's just we're learning, we're growing, trying to keep the kids encouraged and having fun. You know, so it's a little difficult. Nobody likes to lose, but
we do it a lot. So
Mel says that yes, you need a statistician. I do have one of the moms is helping. She takes score on the scorebook, but I run the app. She says is burr 56 degrees. It's a warm 56 degrees out there.
no, it's not.
Yeah, I thought it was a warm 56 degrees. It was 94 down in Florida today. That's too hot, right? What are you phoning a friend looking for some water?
Yeah.
94 is too hot for baseball.
We should do. We're getting off track. We should talk about the Lions.
Let's talk NBA real quick. There's been some big news this week. Your boy,
Cooper Flag, but the draft hasn't even happened yet. I think we should just designate episode to this.
I thought they already signed him.
The draft hasn't happened yet.
I thought he was already selected and chosen to the Mavs. Or that's just all hypothetical?
Yeah. The draft hasn't happened. The season isn't over yet.
So everybody is talking in absolutes about Cooper Flags to the Mavs.
Because they're going to pick him.
What if they don't?
He's the best player in the draft. The best player gets picked first.
They might just choose somebody else. Here I was duped all week. You were talking in absolutes. Everything I was reading was absolute.
Yeah, everyone was.
Cooper Flags going to the Mavs.
Everyone was. They're going to be loaded.
All right, I just assumed that thing already happened, but that just shows how much I know.
The NBA season isn't even over yet. So the draft can't happen.
Ooh, that was a nice cross check.
No, but yeah, it hasn't even happened.
Okay, well, all right.
So now we'll save that for another week.
We're still not going to designate an entire episode for the
Why?
NBA draft because there's nothing to talk about. You talk about like the first 5 guys and that's it. We can talk about the Pistons.
Yeah, that would take. I think we could talk about the Pistons player. Then we could talk about Cooper Flag.
Okay.
And there'd be more things to talk about.
There's also, I was reading discussions about Giannis. People are saying he might go to the Spurs.
Who said that?
There's those people.
Yeah.
People are saying it. And then, score! The Florida Panthers up 2-0 early in the second period. Maple Leafs fans are silenced. They are silenced. They are unhappy now. That was a good goal. Watch this. Putting the puck on the net. Boom. Getting the rebound. Look at that. Passes back to the blue line. Turns around. Shimmy, shakes. Off the boards. Back to the net. Bam. Open goal. Open net goal. Look at that. Putting the puck on the net. That's what matters. Getting those rebounds. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, the Maple Leafs are struggling here.
I don't know about Giannis going to the Spurs, but I think he'll probably...
People are saying that, but then I also read that he has a meeting with the Bucks this week.
And they're not going to re-sign him.
I don't know.
They pay him they paid Damian Lillard too much, so they can't really keep him. But he might go to Detroit. No.
That would be, I don't know. I don't think he'd jive with the dynamic. Maybe though. I don't know.
He can't though, because he'll kick out Cade a ton. Because Cade will go bye-bye.
It's like kind of back in the early 2000s when they brought in Rashid. Like people didn't know, like
you mean like Iser, like AI? You mean Allen Iverson?
No, that was after. I'm talking about Rashid and Billups and Tayshaun back in that era. They brought in Rashid, and people didn't know how he was going to mesh with the team, but he actually fit in well. So, your mom, my wife, says
Giannis.
Detroit needs a level-headed Giannis. Then M won't feel conflicted at games.
Oh. Now they won't sign him because Cade will never play.
Yeah.
Because Giannis comes in, he's kind of wanting to be the captain.
Right. He's going to want that captain money.
And they'll have to pay him too much, and then they'll have to get rid of, would you trade Jalen Duren and a first-round draft pick for Giannis? And there'd probably be some other draft picks. Would you do that?
Yeah.
It's an easy question.
Yeah.
I would definitely.
Yeah. Stretch Armstrong.
I don't care what position Cade's playing. Giannis would be a way better addition.
Yeah.
I mean, Duren's good, and he's our tall man who's like 6'9".
So I want to look at this because
actually he might be 7 foot. I don't know. But he's not a true tall man.
We're going to look at the NBA playoff bracket. Breaking news. Hold on here. Florida Panthers up 3-0 now. The Toronto Maple Leafs fans in complete disbelief.
Wait, actually?
Yes, I think they're actually fleeing the country now. Fleeing the country. Spoke to some people the other day. Some families.
Oh, he's 6'10". That's like the weakest tall man I've ever seen.
Spoke to a family the other day, baseball family, that said that there's a lot of Canadians that travel to Florida. And some parents on the baseball team we were talking after at Frosty Boy.
Oh.
So they mentioned that a lot of Canadians travel to Florida. Well, guess what? Maple Leafs fans, pack your bags. You'll be heading to Florida. Heading to Florida along with that Stanley Cup.
Oh, what am I talking about? Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm messing up this. I thought that the Knicks were playing the Timberwolves.
Why are you're going ADD here?
Well, yeah.
Let's finish our trains of thoughts.
This is
thought trains.
This is off topic.
Running off the rails.
We're talking about NBA, and then you're just like,
because this is
fleeing
huge
from Canada.
This is huge. I mean, this is Game 7. Win or go home. And my point being is the Maple Leafs be packing their bags for Florida right now. All right, so let's go back to the NBA. You don't have ADD like me, so you can't you stay focused too tightly.
You do not. You.
All right, we're back to the NBA playoffs.
Okay, so the Thunder have an easy victory. The cavalry has arrived. Water.
Emery's got. Look at the hat. Jeez, is that new? Man, I need a drink of that. Emery had a special delivery of H2O to the studio.
Pretty sure that.
Give me a drink of this.
I want to see how many ounces there are.
That's a lot. That's a big jug here. We got like a half gallon of water.
Some good body armor water.
Electrolytes, alkaline water.
Is it better than Mountain Valley? It's cold, but it's not. You know what I mean?
This is some real good sports water, man. All day hydration for the athlete in all of us. And I'm feeling very athletic drinking this. Ingredients: reverse osmosis water.
This is some of that high quality H2. Or no, you know what this is? This is the special drink in Space Jam that Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan gives the Michael Jackson. You know, we were talking about athletes, so I got off track.
All right, so
no, but Michael Jordan gave special water to him. Remember? And they're like, Michael Jordan special water, and then they just then they start playing good, but it's just regular water.
I don't remember. No,
you don't. You don't remember stuff.
No, I don't remember movies and things like that. I have a very bad memory.
This is true.
In most movies, I sleep through.
You know, honestly, I don't think we'll. If we get through this quick, maybe we'll be able to talk about the Lions.
We will. We're just getting started.
This is an hour.
Well, we're going to talk about Lions. It's crazy how fast time goes when you're having fun. Just real quick, we're going to look at the NBA bracket. And we can talk about this more next week. But so who do we got? We got the Thunder versus the Timberwolves, and we got the Pacers versus the Knicks. That starts in just a couple days. So we will be monitoring. I think next week, I do want to find out. We'll look back and figure out what your predictions were.
Yeah, I think I messed up on.
You might have missed a couple, but who did you have winning the whole thing?
OKC Thunder.
SGA. All right, so let's jump in.
Oh, so there's one number one seed on the side.
And we can do, listen, we can do high-level Detroit Lions schedule.
Different time?
No, today. I'm just saying, we don't have to, go too deep into it. We'll do a little screen share for those out watching at home.
Wait, what was that? What are these? A dog in a car? What are
those things? That's that. All right, so hold on a second. Let's get this. We are going to share the screen, and we're going to look through this together. Just a second here. Let's get going. We'll do there. Boom, bop, bam.
Boom, bop, bam.
All right, so preseason, don't care. Week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons. Away.
These are all TBDs, though.
Well, that's the TV channel. And then this is the time and date. So, because they'll probably slip some of these into prime times. Or I'm sorry, these are all preseason.
Yeah.
All right, we're skipping right through preseason. I thought that looked odd. Okay.
See, because I know, because TBD means to be determined when it's the preseason.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Let me get my face on it.
Get your face up in
Okay,
there.
week one.
At
wait.
Green Bay.
Are we making predictions or?
Lambeau Field. I think you do. Run through it real quick.
Okay.
They winning, they losing.
Win.
Going to Lambeau, winning week 1.
Win.
All right.
Win.
Home, week 2.
They ain't winning at Ford Field. Win.
Chicago Bears, Ben Johnson.
Win, but very close game.
All right. Ben Johnson's coming back home to Ford Field, week 2.
Baltimore.
Losing in Ford Field.
I
All
like
right.
the
Week
Ravens.
3 in Baltimore, M&T Bank Stadium. Against your boy. Your quarterback.
They play.
We should go to this game.
Yeah.
All right, keep going. What's week 3? You're struggling here. You think that's going to be one of the losses? Do you want to give your prediction?
Oh yeah. So I have their record being 13-4.
Okay.
Is what 13-4, but like 12-5 safe. Like I know they can go 12-5, but 13-4 is like max.
All right. So you're guaranteeing
They'll be 12-5, but I'm saying they're probably going to be 13-4.
All right. So hold on just a minute here.
So I think they will definitely win 12 games and have 5 losses, but I think they might have 13 wins and 4 losses.
We're going to switch the screen around just briefly. Let's go back to a full prediction. This is full prediction mode. I need to give us like a cool screen too for Emery's prediction. I need you to look at the screen. Here we go. Hold on.
Prediction time.
I think the Lions are going to go 13-4 this season,
13-4.
but comfortably 12-5.
Okay. Are you guaranteeing a 12-5?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm guaranteeing they'll be better. They'll be 12-5 or better.
Okay. 12-5 or better, and you think a 13-4 record.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it. There it is. You guys heard it here first from the sports kid.
Jerry Goff. Jerry Goff. Jerry Goff.
All right.
I say we
Jared
get. I don't think we should use that unless he wins the Super Bowl. But
Are we pulling the plug on the Jared Goff chant?
no, I'm just kidding.
All right. So we are currently week 3.
Week 3.
So Emery's got us at 2 wins. You need to find 4 losses here. So you got room for 4 losses. You think they're going to win against the Ravens or lose?
I think they're losing.
All right. The first loss on the board, week 3 against the Ravens.
Wait,
Okay.
but I said 12-5 comfortably.
You're shooting right now for
prediction's
13-4.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Cleveland, that's an easy no.
All right.
Shador's going to get
So
kicked back to
We're at
Cleveland.
3-1 right now.
Yeah, easy.
Okay, yeah, the Browns.
Oh,
Brownie.
why do they have...
They've been throwing out some hype videos, by the way. I'll have to show you the one, a brownie.
Oh, what, him making brownies? Or something?
No, him, like, when they released their schedule the other day, and, like, him, I don't know, it's just
Okay. Well,
way too much hype for the Browns. But all right,
why do we have such good teams back to back?
so we're 3-1 heading into week 5 at Cincinnati.
I might need to redo my prediction.
Our boy.
I hadn't even looked at their thing yet.
This is a game on the road we should try to go to because we can drive down there.
Yeah, and I'll buy a Joe Burrow
You are not going to. I will not let you buy a Joe Burrow, a Joy B jersey.
Watch me.
All right.
He's good.
3-1.
Okay.
What are we doing week 5? I think I'm not influencing your decision picking at all. What are you thinking? Emery's getting stumped.
Win.
All right.
I think they're winning. I don't think out there.
Then they go to Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium.
My friend went to this game last year.
Yeah, the first game of the year, right? Was it their first game?
No, it was preseason.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was preseason.
All right, so they are 4-1.
Because they smoked them, I remember.
Going,
Or wait, maybe it was like...
pretty sure it was game 1. Anyway.
It wasn't.
Going to Arrowhead Stadium.
Because game 1 last year was against the Rams, so it wasn't them.
Against Patrick Mahomes.
Mm,
Super Bowl champion. We need the Jeopardy music.
they're good. Win, but very close.
All right.
Wait, what would the record be then?
Bold prediction. They're winning back-to-back weeks on the road. They did very well on the road this past season, though.
They did good everywhere.
Yeah, but they lost. The only games they lost were at home.
Yeah, but
So I'm just saying.
you know who one of their losses was against?
So they are 5.
Lamar.
So you got them 5-1, rolling back home to Ford Field, Week 7 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
5-1. Okay, that's...
Well, we need some music kind of.
That was their first loss against them last year.
What is this? All right, Emery's making his prediction. There we go.
I don't know.
5-1, Week 7, Tampa
Win.
Bay Buccaneers.
They have harder games. Win.
All right, wow, they're 6-1 going into the bye week. So you got them.
See, look at that game right there, because I don't think they're beating them.
All right, so Week 9, you got them 6-1.
Okay, win.
You got them 7-1.
Win.
Beating the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy.
Win.
And Jay Jettas.
Win.
Wow.
Win.
So 6-1.
Win.
Beating
Loss.
the Commanders?
No. Loss. They're losing. They're not beating them.
They're going to lose the Commanders.
Yeah.
All right, they're 6-2 now.
Yeah, they're going to lose to them.
Going to Northwest Stadium and losing on the road to the Commanders.
Okay, next game, loss as well. It's the
Then-
second hardest game of the season.
Back-to-back losses. Man, the Lions fans are going to be jumping off the train.
Wait. What is the record now?
I had them at 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. They're at 6-3, coming back home. Lions fans selling their jerseys. 2 losses in a row.
Win.
New York Giants.
Win.
Josh Allen. Okay, so you got them
Win?
You got them winning.
Did you say Josh
Or
Allen?
not Josh. I don't know. I was thinking the Bills. Wrong New York team. The Giants. Yeah, they're gonna win. Sorry, it's late here. Late.
You
late
mean
on
Jackson Dart?
That's what I meant. There you go. All right, so you got them 7-3.
Yeah. All they need to
Is that
lose
right?
is one more game.
7-3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's 10.
Yep. They were 6-1. Yeah, that's
Okay.
7-3. That's
All right.
right.
Okay. Green Bay Packers again. This time at home.
Wait, I need
This
to.
is the Thanksgiving Day game. I'm guessing. Yep.
I want to
Thursday.
see. I want to see their entire schedule because it's too hard going one by one. I want to pick out my losses.
No, we're almost there.
But then I can't say a loss and then there will be. Like, can I take back a loss?
No.
Wait, so that makes it even
You
harder.
can take back a loss. You're going to have them losing one more game in here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, Thanksgiving Day game. Are they ruining Thanksgiving Day dinner?
They lost to them last time. That wasn't last year. They're at Ford Field. Dubs in the chat.
Dubs in the chat. Okay. All right. So they're winning. What's the record now?
8-1. Or 8-3.
8-3.
Okay. Win.
Winning again. 9-3.
Win.
At Los Angeles against Matthew Stafford.
Win. They don't have Cooper. They don't have Cooper Cup. Win.
So you got 9-3. The Pittsburgh nobodies.
Get them out. Win.
All right. 10-3. I feel like we're off on some of our numbers here.
They were
Yeah.
definitely off.
We cannot count because we got 2 more games. So you had them.
Wait, because, yeah. I did 13-4. And we're at 9.
Hold on. Let's run it back.
Wait, no. So I had win.
Win.
Loss.
Okay.
Win.
No, you had.
No, I had win.
Okay. Hold on a minute. 1,
What was
2,
it?
3, 4, 5. 5-1 in week 6.
Win. It was a win.
6-1.
Win.
7-1.
Loss.
7-2. 7-3. 8-3. 9-3.
10-3.
10-3.
11-3.
11-3.
12-3.
12-3.
13-3. 13-4.
Which one are they losing? How did we screw up our count?
They're
So
losing against the Bears.
You're gonna have them lose the last game of the season, Soldier Field, against the Bears.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're sticking with your 13-4. And here's
You
the thing:
said I had to
we can always.
change this.
This is very early prediction.
Yeah.
We are. When is the first preseason game? Holy cow! End of July. Wow. Shoot, we've only got a couple months to go. We'll be playing.
We got not that long.
Not that long. We'll be deep in the Lions football talk. So we'll have to. Here's what I say we do. You made your predictions. Mel made a comment. Log these predictions. Yes, we need to. We'll come back. We will make a log of this prediction today. When the preseason's done, so our last episode before Sunday,
Let's predict each score.
September 7th, you're going to run it back and do another prediction. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot can change in the next 4 months, 3-4 months. Okay.
Wait, yeah, because they can trade.
Could be some trades, could be some injuries. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, never know.
Oh, wait, and they have Hunchback.
So
Yeah.
Our last episode there before the season kicks off, by then we'll be back to probably streaming on Mondays.
Yeah, by then.
Yeah. And then
By like July,
um,
right?
I like Mondays because then, I mean, we got a Monday night game here, but we could always record, the next day. We'll figure that stuff out. But most of the games, we're going to be recording that next Monday after the game. So,
But can't we just do it while the Lions games go?
we could, but that's late. I mean, but yeah, we can. We'll see. We'll play it by ear.
But so there's 6 weeks left of baseball. So how long? So 2 weeks till June, and then
your baseball season is done by Father's Day. It's like June 16th, like that.
So yeah, then after that, because we can't do them on Sundays. After that, back in September.
Right.
After Labor Day, we can't do it.
Yeah, we'll move it. All right. Do we want to touch on the Tigers here? Pastor Corey chiming in the chat. 13-4 is a good call. Was he standing there when? Yeah, he was standing right there when we were talking.
But I think he might have been. He might have been inside.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Corey, what was your prediction? I think you were standing right there. But yeah, so 31 wins for the Tigers is awesome.
Yeah.
What was that stat about Jackson Jobe?
Oh, every game that he has started, they've won. So 8 games.
Yeah. So Corey did confirm 13-4 was his guess as well. His prediction.
I guess I didn't.
Yeah, Jackson Jobe, 8 wins. I saw some stat about Jackson Jobe.
Oh wait, so when it says wins, is that what that means? Like wins that are.
There's some record about maybe. Him being the first ever player or first Tiger or something to win all of his first 8 games. Something like that. Let me look that up real quick. It is nonetheless very, very cool.
He was the 3rd overall pick?
Yeah, I don't have that stat right here. But yeah, something about like him being the first Tiger player to win all of his, or to win 8 games, his first game, whatever. First 8 games. It's a record. I'm looking it up here. What happened here? There we go. Tigers winning record. Oh, another big news though is that free curly fries at Arby's. 3 runs.
Wait, really?
Yep.
So we can get free curly fries tomorrow?
Yep.
Great, because I go right by Lapeer tomorrow.
Don't mind if I do. Go to CrossFit, get my curly fries on the way home.
Yoink.
Do it after. Don't get them on the way in. Yeah.
I don't want curly fries.
All right. Panthers 3-0 at the end of the second period.
Now, if they were nacho fries.
So another cool thing was seeing Akil Baddoo back at it. Because didn't we just talk about him getting, what was that term?
Dropped?
He was like open for whatever that term is that they use.
When did we talk about that?
Akil Baddoo. He was.
We talked about Kenta Maeda.
Was he sent to the minors then?
Yeah. He's sent to the minors all the time.
Yeah, Kenta Maeda. That was right. But I thought something about Akil Baddoo as well.
Well, he was injured.
So they optioned Jace Young, so they sent him down.
When? Today?
Tigers announced they've selected Akil Baddoo to the 40-man roster. Infielder Jace Young has been optioned. So I don't know if they sent him down. I don't know how it all works, but they optioned him, whatever that means. So he's not playing. That's all I know.
Good.
Yeah, he's been struggling.
You know what his batting average is? .098. Yeah, .098.
I like how I zoomed in on you and it did that. But Akil Baddoo, Emery got the chance, was it 2 years ago? To meet him in the Dunham's parking lot. Got his autograph.
It was the Dunham's parking lot in Waterford, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Super sketchy. Oh.
Turns first, start, and left into highlight reel. Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can throw this up.
Yeah, I want to say this
Give
because
me just a second.
I didn't see it. Oh, I was riding my bike.
Here we go.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware. Weren't you just saying that the other day?
Yeah, I saw the one where he just made an absolute snag. Here we go. Deep fly ball, left field, a kill Badoo. Bam, up against the wall. Smacks his face, knocks his hat off. Makes the catch. Look at that. Trying to prove himself. Here we go. What a leap. Face smashes into that.
He's like, he looks different. He looked different.
Is this the second one? Here we go. Boom. Diving catch. Look at that. Throws the second. Did he get the double? Got him. Wow. I did not see that play earlier.
Yoink.
Makes a diving catch. Gets the runner out at second.
That's close.
Yeah, it was a little close. Let's watch that again.
That's a little bit closer. Huh?
Make our decision.
Ippy's out. His foot wasn't on.
Hold on.
Wasn't on. Let me.
Let you what?
Let me stop it.
All right, let's try it again. See if you can do it better than me.
Why did it stop?
That's not how you gotta click. We're trying to stop this right on the money watching this video.
Stop.
Boom.
That's way better than yours.
How did that ump make that call though?
He was out by a mile. Out by a mile.
I guess.
A 0.5 millisecond.
In real time, it's hard to make those calls. But yeah, good call. He was out. Great double play.
Jackson Jobe's like, huh? You know who I like on our team now? Zach McKinstry. He's nice. They're saying this guy could play in the 1920s, the 1950s, the 1970s, the 2020s. Because he plays every position. He played third today. He played shortstop the other day. Played right, left.
All the headlines here talk about Akil Baddoo. I did type his name in, but everybody's talking about him.
Look at his tongue.
But that was awesome. The Tigers, I gotta say.
Oh, I want to say, Torque had all 3 RBIs for them.
Playoff hype. I've been saying it all week. If you were watching, what series did they have earlier in the week? The Red Sox?
The Reds. Yeah, the Red Sox.
The Red Sox.
And
it was, all I could think in watching those games, it was like playoff hype.
Because I thought at first that they were going to play Ellie De La Cruz. But then once they started saying that it was Boston, I was like...
Yeah, the wrong red team. But those games, we watched the second night. Well, we watched both of them. But that second one...
The first night was hyper, though.
Scooble was pitching and Baez. That second one, Scoob was pitching. That's why the stadium was packed.
Oh.
Because the night before, there was a lot of empty seats.
Yeah, but which one? Was that the one where Javier Baez hit the walk-off?
Yeah. He hit a 3-run homer earlier in the game.
Then hit another one.
Then hit another 3-run homer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Scooble did pitch.
That second game.
Yeah.
And Baez, who hit that? Because it was the same thing. They were down.
Were
they down or did they go into extra innings?
No, it was 10. It was 10 innings.
10 innings. And who got the hit? Who batted in runners?
Javi Baez. No, Javi Baez.
Javi, was it Baez?
What?
No, Ibanez?
No, it was Justin Henry Malloy. But what?
Oh, Malloy, they DH'd him, right?
What are we?
Talk about that second Red Sox game.
I thought that's when we were talking about the walk-off Baez home run.
No, that was the first one.
Yeah.
We're looking this up here. Emery's struggling to remember.
No, I'm remembering perfectly. You're not making sense. You said in that second game, Scooble was pitching.
They're talking about, so they played 3.
And then you were like,
but I'm talking
Javi
about
Baez
we watched Tuesday because Monday's game nobody cared about. It was 14-2. They smoked them. Those 2 close games, right? The first one went extra innings, right?
Yes.
Baez had a 3-run bomb
11,
and a
actually.
6.
11 home runs.
And then the 11th. And then the second night, this is the one I'm talking about. This is where Skubal was pitching.
Yeah.
Okay, gave up 5. Tigers won that one, and you were
He
right.
gives up a lot of runs.
It was Malloy that they DH'd that knocked in the final run. But it was playoff hype watching that game.
It wasn't for Ibanez. It was for Jace Young.
Was it?
No, because Ibanez has already been pinch hitting. Because that's what he is. He had pinch hit for someone else.
Yeah, I can't remember who they swapped out.
Jace.
No, because he wasn't even in the...
Yeah, because they pinch.
No, he still would have been on this list, on the stats.
Oh.
All right, we got a question coming in from Pastor Corey. He says, do you think Judge can hit 400?
Batting average? Wait, what's it at right now?
Let's look at it.
I just want to say, who has more homers? Shohei Ohtani.
We were talking about Aaron Judge the other day. Currently, he's at 402.
Yeah, he's already batting 400 too.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
All right, I got to bring up the steroid conversation again.
Oh yeah, he's Barry Bonds, but 3 inches taller.
So there was a video I saw earlier of, I forgot about the Sammy Sosa was using a corked bat during a game.
Oh,
Back in the
I don't know
game.
what that is.
His bat, a wooden bat,
Was hollow?
had cork in it.
What does that mean?
Like, you know what a cork is? Like that, like a wine bottle.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put the cork in there. So it's kind of porous and bouncy, absorbs, hits the ball farther. But yeah, that I forgot about that.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll show it to you later. But do you think Aaron Judge is on performance enhancing? Didn't you? Well, you said something. Was it today that they caught some pitcher?
Yeah. They caught some pitcher on the Phillies for he tested positive on a drug test.
Yeah.
Got suspended 80 games.
Yeah.
How does a pitcher, what does it even do for a pitcher though?
Helps him recover faster, throw faster.
Really?
Yeah.
But
So, I mean, the pitcher, a lot of arm movement and muscle. I was telling Emery I was speaking with a former World Series winning baseball player earlier this week. And he mentioned that he saw our podcast about the steroids, saw the little clip about it. And I said,
Can I say it?
I said, what do you think? He said he was, well, number one, he said he was the first. What part do you want to say?
That part.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
He said that he was the first player that was ever to be tested for steroids.
In the MLB.
Yeah.
He volunteered.
Yeah, he volunteered because he was like, sure. And of course, it
He
was
tested
not negative.
Right.
But
So the other thing he said to me brought up a good point, because I was saying, man,
wait, did he play against like Barry Bonds and those people?
probably. I don't know. I have to look up.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, the one thing he said to me, which I hadn't thought about, because I'm like, the clip that we pushed out from that podcast was that'd be cool to see these guys using steroids. And you brought up the thing about Shohei hitting 700 feet. He said the only downside about allowing it is then some guys will, because they want to, right? They want to enhance their performance. And then other guys will because they want to be competitive against those guys. But he said probably what the issue would happen is that those guys, people would get hurt. And then because the league allowed them to use the drugs, they would end up suing the league for allowing it and then basically creating this environment where these guys would get injured. So he said that's probably one big issue about preventing guys from using them.
Let them do it.
All cost, let them do it. I mean, what if there's a stipulation you have to sign, say, hey, you can use whatever you want, but if you get injured,
can't say anything.
Can't sue us.
That's like the fine print in their contracts. If you sign this contract, you are allowed to use this.
They'll still try to sue. I mean, you look at some of the NFL stuff and these guys with the head injuries, which I get it. Like there needs to be some sort of protection, something for these guys. NFL is making tons of money. Guys are getting hurt. So there needs to be something to help them, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of a good point, though. I hadn't thought about with the steroids. But yeah, the Tigers are hot. It's playoff baseball in May. Lions, we broke down their schedule. Emery.
I just hope that like if they get the number 1 seed in the American League, which they are at right now, if they don't blow it like the
You're
Lions
saying
did.
keep it?
Yeah. Till the playoffs.
They're first in the AL Central.
I hope they don't blow.
Aren't they first in baseball?
Yeah. They're first in all of baseball, then it's the Dodgers.
Dodgers only got 29 wins. There's still not another team to hit 30. So they're holding on strong right now. The 660 win percentage.
I wish they played the Dodgers or the Yankees.
Again?
Well, they played them in spring training, didn't they?
The Dodgers?
Yeah.
It was the first series they played.
Oh, yeah, and they got swept.
Yep. I think it was the first series. Yeah, I'm actively trying to get tickets for a game this coming weekend. Tigers.
Oh, I forgot the Guardians aren't good anymore.
Guardians.
Wait, the Angels are in the American League?
AL West. So hopefully next week, either Friday, Saturday, we'll be going to a Tigers game. Haven't been down there yet this year. That'd be fun. Go to see them play against the Guardians. And then next weekend we'll have some sports to talk about. Live action, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to wear a Ramirez jersey?
I don't have one. I actually don't have any Tigers.
You have a Tigers jersey, don't you?
But it doesn't fit me.
Oh, no. Save your money. Buy one.
Looks like Dad's going to have to buy me a new one.
No. Nope. All right. Well, do you think that we should call it a wrap? Anything else you want to talk about? It's been a good show. We're at 1 hour and 30. Silence. Should we close out? Should we finish this off or no?
With what? Like the entire episode?
Yeah. Are you done?
Yeah.
Anything else? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. See you guys next week. Coming at you live right after, hopefully, a visit to Comerica Park. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. Episode 20, couple weeks. Got some cool ideas stirring. Detroit Sports Spectacular coming up in a couple weeks. That's going to be exciting. Get to probably meet some players. Get some autographs.
Interview players.
Potentially interview some players. That's what we're kind of shooting for. That'd be cool. Yeah. Some exciting stuff coming up for the sports kid. He's starting to get recognized out in public. Somebody brought it up the other day. I forget where we were at. Do you remember? I don't remember. Somebody said something to you. It wasn't like a stranger. Somebody that knew you. No, his memory's
Wait.
failing. Let's close it out. You ready?
Yeah.
We're going to close it with this. See you guys
What's up,
next week.
Detroit? Let's go, baby!
Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Kid Podcast. Have a blessed